18 and experiencing anxiety and life-altering moments. Sixth grade was the year that I really started to notice my anxiety, my anxious feelings. Sixth grade for me was still in elementary school. It was also 2019 to 2020, so I was gonna have like a elementary school graduation in 2020, but COVID happened, the pandemic, quarantine. I'd love to say that COVID took me out for the better and for the worse, and we'll go on both sides. For the better, I didn't have to go to school anymore, and school is a place that I experienced 99% of my anxiety. Yeah, sixth grade, I started to really hate school. I feel like I've always hated school, but sixth grade was the year where I was like, hold on, no, I don't like this. I don't like being here. I don't like waking up in the morning and going to this place. I don't feel good here whatsoever. Elementary school. You know it's bad when you don't like elementary school. Middle school, high school, understandable. Half the kids hate it. Elementary school, you're a little baby. You're a kid. You shouldn't be experiencing all of this anxiety and fear when coming to school. I started waking up just immediately sadness. Tears rolling down my face the second I heard my alarm. I would get up at like 6 or 7 a.m. and that was way too early for little old me. You know, back then I thought it was because of the time and like, oh, it was early in the morning. Like, I just didn't want to get up and go to school. But it was strictly the going to school part. Yes, I did love sleeping, as I do now. I did not mind getting up early on the weekends, days that I didn't have school. So why am I waking up in sixth grade, tears rolling down my face immediately? I remember one morning, luckily it started to happen like right before COVID, like the second half of the school year, second semester. I remember one morning, the second I heard my alarm. Also, I know exactly what alarm was what the sound was. If I played it right now, I don't know, it would send me to a whole other universe. Honestly, it's really bad. There's like 5 alarms at least that just send me back to school because that's all I used alarms for back then. So the sounds just, ooh, they're so bad. They're so bad. Ooh, baby. Ooh, actually, should we go through the alarms? Fuck, I'm scared. That one's bad. I feel like that might have been it. I had a couple alarm sounds. Oh, maybe that's bad. Oh my god. This was last year. This was my junior year of high school. I don't even like that. Okay, you know, I'm done. I don't want to hear it, actually. I actually don't want to. I think they got rid of it, honestly, so that's really good. Thank you. Thank you, Apple. But yeah, I remember one morning, I just immediately went into the bath, opened my eyes welling up, you know, puddles in my eyes, turned on the water, hopped in the bathtub. I think my stepmom actually turned it on for me, like because she was getting up too, and then she was like, "Oh, you okay?" And then she was like, "You want to take a bath?" And I was like, "Yeah." I think she saw me crying, so thank you, Mandy. I honestly think I did that a couple of times, but yeah, it was just crazy because that was really like the turning point, the life altering moment, because that is anxiety right there. That is complete anxiety. Yes, before that, honestly, my whole life before that, you know, I would be face red whenever speaking or spoken to, whenever more than 2 eyes are on me, face red. I'm a tomato. I am quiet, voice breaking. You know, when we would do presentations, oh my god, school presentations, holy, And it's crazy thinking now, like, I would love to do a school presentation right now. Right now, like, if I was in college, if I went to college, like, I feel like I really truly feel like I would love to do a presentation. Would my voice crack? Would I be jittery? Would I be nervous out of my mind? Yes. But the thought of it sounds very fun. So it's so interesting how things have changed. The second I heard a presentation come out of any teacher's mouth, any teacher, it like set off an alarm in my head. Blah, 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 presentation, blah. Hello? I'm up. I'm up. Did you just say presentation? Like presenting to the class? Honey, I gotta call my mom. My stomach hurts. My head really hurts. Oh no, I got a bloody nose. I have to go. I have to go. Teacher. Oh, also, I never rose my hand. Raised my hand. Rose my hand? Raised my hand. I never raised my hand in school. Oh my god. Honestly, literally all of school, I never raised my hand. Like, that's crazy. And that's so common nowadays. And it's so sad how much this is like relatable. It's so sad because as I started to go into high school, like the bigger years, I was like, my brain was developing more, you know, and my interests were developing more, you know. I'm very interested in psychology and the mind and just behavioral actions, and I really could be a therapist. I'm dead ass. I'm dead fucking ass. If the internet wasn't a thing, I would be a therapist, but thankfully, I can just do it on here. Anyway, thankfully, I don't have to go to college. Although I would love to. I've honestly been like thinking about it recently, but then I really think about it and I'm like, no, 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 I'm good, I'm good. I hate school. What? You're thinking about going to college? The school hater? School's biggest number one hater. I'm not a hater, but it's just like some things need to be erased. Hopefully things weren't written down in pen. Hopefully they were pencil. Can we get an eraser? Let me jot down some ideas for you guys. Let me change some things up. I really could. Oh my god. I think it was last year. I was genuinely thinking about a new school system. I was so delusional. I genuinely was practicing my speech, promoting my system to like the world. And like saying like, oh, vote for me, like vote, I don't know. Like, and I still believe in that school system that I made up. That I think it would be very beneficial to the next generations, especially. I mean, that's the only, I mean, we can't go back. So it's like, obviously, the next generations only. Where was I? Presentations. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think there's a picture. I did like doing presentations in elementary school. I didn't like it. Before 6th grade, before my anxiety fully developed, oh, I would make a project. I would be ready to present, you know? I would do the tasks. I was a good student. Because after that, I would not. Second I heard presentation come out of a teacher's mouth, I would think, okay, so I have to miss next class or I have to call home right now. Trying to find out when that was my next thought. Like, oh, presentation, when? Tell me when, because I need to know when to be out of here. I can't. Genuinely, I skipped every other presentation after 6th grade. We'll get into it. But before 6th grade, I would get up. No one could hear me. No one could hear me. Face red. Tomato. The ripest tomato you've ever seen. Every single time. And even when the teacher would just call on me. Ooh, tomato. 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 I hated it. Also, we're talking a lot about school, but this did happen outside of school too. Like, when I was just with my family, oh baby, oh baby, baby, oh baby, baby, tomato, 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 tomato. I was a crop in our garden. I'd say that was the main thing. Then it really turned into like my voice cracking and shit, and like I like my throat would close up. Literally, like I was literally allergic to presenting, to public speaking, to talking in a place where multiple people were present and listening. Anxiety, social anxiety. 6th grade happened. I didn't get to go to our graduation or do our softball game at the end of school. Honestly, oh my god. Okay, so our school did a softball game, or was it baseball? I don't even know what softball is. It looked like baseball, but I think it was called softball. Those two might be the same thing. One's just a softer ball. I don't know. I don't know sports. I don't. They would do that game every year. The 6th grade class, all of 6th grade, versus the teachers and faculty. So I was a good student. You know, I did my work. I was very good at math. English, not so much. Mainly because of the reading. And like, I had anxiety while reading. Math just came easy because it was just like, I don't have to really like do anything. Like, you never had to present in math. Never. Never. Oh my god, that's why I loved math. Wow. Wow. I was getting my work done, you know, 6th grade. It was getting a little slippery. A little slippery. Especially on the English side of education. So I think you had to like have a certain grade to be able to play in the game. I stopped turning in my work. Like I risked the bad grade just because I didn't want to play softball. Anxiety. But luckily, we didn't have the game because boom, COVID. COVID happened. We were quarantined. We were quarantined in March. So I would have had like 2 or 3 months left of school. But yeah, we just did it online. So that was for the better. For the worse, COVID taking me out for the worse. COVID-19. Oh my god, remember when we used to call it coronavirus? COVID-19. Coronavirus. That seems so like formal. We never say that anymore. Is COVID even still a thing? Where is COVID gone? Who has COVID right now? Anyone? Anyway, we moved. My parents got divorced in 2019, and so we moved to this house in 2020, that summer. Obviously, I was out of the school district area boundaries, I think is the right word. I did go to a middle school closer to here. That was the worst school year of my entire school life. Oh my god. 7th grade. Where do I begin? Where do I begin? I almost don't even have words for it. Like, I genuinely don't know where to start. I don't know if I can start somewhere. Like, I don't think it's possible to even describe how that year was for me. I don't think it's possible. I just know that it was the worst. And it's funny because I was so excited going into it. We were wearing masks. Dare I say that was 50% of the problem? Because brand new school, brand new people. I think I knew or saw like 2 people that I knew of, and I didn't even talk to them at all because I didn't talk to anyone. I literally did not speak to anyone. I talked to like one girl for a week, and then she got COVID and she was quarantined for so long, and then nothing happened after that. So COVID basically ruined that year. I was very excited to have a new experience, go to a whole new school. I've never moved never moved schools. I was so excited when moving and going to a new school. I was like a fresh start. No one knows me as the quiet girl here. I could pop out with a British accent my first day of school and develop a whole new personality. Let myself be free. And people would just be like, oh, that's normal. Oh, Becca? That's Becca? Cool, cool. Right? In elementary school, we had that, I had that past, I was known as the quiet girl the second I stepped foot into that school. The first day I stepped foot in that school, they put a label on me, or I put a label on myself, honestly. Quiet girl. The most quiet girl you will ever encounter. Yeah, I put that label on myself. I really did it to myself, and I just thought that it was everyone else. I mean, like, there was a time when you are known as the quiet kid, when you do speak out, one day you speak, like, out loud, and some people here, they're like, oh my god, they make it such a big thing because, oh my god, the quiet girl is speaking right now. What the hell? And then, as the quiet kid, that only makes the acknowledgement of me speaking loud and proud right now makes me want to crawl back into the shell behind me. So every time, I tried and tried again. And you know what? Had I done it, had I just let myself be free, easier said than done, but it would have became normal. I would have became, that label would have been ripped off, thrown away, because everyone would just get used to it. If I could have gotten past the, oh my god, Becca's speaking right now, like, oh my god, the quiet girl speak, like, all eyes on the, oh my god, that was, what'd you say? You said something? The quiet girl. If I could have gotten past that, I would have been fine. But unfortunately, it is deeper than that. It is not as easy as that sounds. Yes. So I was very excited to have a fresh start. Boom! Face mask. All of our faces are covered. Now if I talk, are they even gonna know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna pop out like this loud ass girl. And even if it did, it probably would have sounded like a normal tone, normal speaking voice because of the mask. So, like, yeah, I am quiet, okay? Not in the sense that I don't talk a lot, but just my voice is on the quiet end. I can be loud, but honestly, it hurts. Like, I'm just a soft-spoken girly, and that's okay. But I kind of sound masculine sometimes, actually. Soft-spoken, masculine, girly. Soft masculine voice. That's what I have. The masks really did me dirty. I mean, just imagine. Like, if you didn't have to go through that, just think about school. Middle school. The grossest place on earth. You walk in, immediate oil film on your face. The smell of a middle school. Don't even get me started. I felt the most crustiest, dustiest I've ever felt. Honestly, did contribute to the whole worst school year of my school life. I didn't make any friends, like, at all. I just didn't talk. It was so hard for me to make friends, so hard for me to talk. It was really bad. There were lots of presentations that year. Oh my god, I'm like, okay. So I can get a little bit more in depth here on 7th grade because I honestly completely forgot about this until literally today when I was writing my topics and like notes down. I took Spanish, 7th grade. I honestly liked it. I was intrigued, At my elementary school, all of my friends spoke Spanish. I had no white friends, literally none, fully white friends. So like, I was very excited to learn Spanish. One day, I feel like the first quarter was good. There was like one moment at the end of the quarter where they were doing presentations, but I think it was only for like extra credit, and I obviously opted out. Duh. Then it was kind of, I think it was like a full year Spanish class. I think so. So yeah, the end of the school year. Was it a full year Spanish class? That's crazy. I'm pretty sure it was though, because I was in there a long time. Right? I don't even know. It could have been, I don't know. It felt like so long. It could have been just a semester class. My Spanish name was Maria. Just thought I'd share that. So I think we were like moving desks around. Oh my god, oh my god. I realized something. The desk arrangement, see, this is something that I could jot down on the, things schools should change. The desk arrangement, I found that whenever the desk arrangement was like in tables, or they were just tables, instead of one by one, by one, by one, by one, by one, separated completely, I found that the groups felt so much more comfortable. And if it was separated and I was in the back, I was a little bit more comfortable. But anywhere else, other than the back row, or like maybe the last two like side ones, anywhere else, ooh, immediate shivers down my spine. That invoked so much anxiety. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna say the word anxiety like 500 more times. Anxiety. Anxiety. Like, do the teachers realize that they cause so much if they just change little things? And that's why I genuinely want to jot down some things. Send it, like, where do I send it? The president? The fuck, I'm not. Not the one right now. Where was I? Oh, so like we started this reading, the paragraphs, where we go around, one person reads a whole paragraph. Next person reads the popcorn reading. Shoot me with a gun. Presentations? Ooh, I'm out. I'm dead. Popcorn reading? You just stabbed me. Because also that's one that I can't really escape. I'd have to raise my hand to escape that one. Say, teacher, I need to go to the bathroom. And then what? I have to like stay in there the remainder of class. So it was towards the end of the year, which I'm so thankful for. I remember the day I skipped class for the first time. And yes, it was Spanish class. Because not only is it popcorn reading, but it's Spanish class. It's reading in a whole different language. I read one paragraph. I was shivering in my boots. Shaking in my boots. Sorry, that's the right. Shivering, lol. I was shaking. I was shaken. Voice like almost non-existent. Face tomato. Speaking with public speaking anxiety, social anxiety. It feels like when your throat is so sore, a cold is coming on, you have also lost your voice. You went to a concert last night, you were singing, you were belting, you partied after, so you were in the club, you lost your voice, completely gone. And then you try to speak, like a little bit louder than usual. That's what it feels like to all the normal people out there. That's what it feels like to speak with public speaking anxiety or social anxiety or whatever anxiety I have. I feel like, it's a mix of so many different kinds. Anyway, I read one paragraph out of that story. Mind you, I don't know how long the story was or if they even read it all. I feel like it was kind of a book. Like it was it was long. I didn't go to that class after that reading. Me reading that paragraph out loud took me out. Yeah, I didn't go back. I think I probably missed like at least a month's worth of class simply because of, say it with me, anxiety. Keep on trying me. Yeah, but yeah, simply just because of that popcorn reading incident. And like, I honestly did good. Like, I'm good at speaking accents. I'm good at speaking other languages. Like, when I learn it, like, I'm good. Like, I don't sound foreign, I feel. I could get good at it. You know, accents, they latch onto me. It was just the feeling of my anxiety. And, oh my God, throat closing up. Genuinely, I was allergic to public speaking, just reading a paragraph in front of 20 people. I was genuinely allergic to that shit. So yeah, I didn't go back to that class after that day. Literally. And I'm surprised I passed that class. I definitely got a D that semester. I think my lowest grade that I've ever gotten is D minus. It was definitely that class. I got a D minus that year. So like, I don't think is that still passing? That's just crazy because it's not a fail. I've never failed a class. Never ever. Yeah, also the presentations, I would text my mom anytime that there was a chance that it would be like a spontaneous presentation thing in class. You know, again, presentation. What? I'm up. Don't need any caffeine for this hoe, just say presentation. She's woken. She's awoken. Huh? Present. So, you are going to present? And then, immediate relief when they would say, on Friday. Whew. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Thank fucking God. I'm missing school Friday. But when they would do the little, at the end of class, the little spontaneous presentations, little ones, little guys, at the end of class, you will be presented. I like dropped my pencil down here, grabbing my phone, texting my mom, call me out. Call me the fuck out right the fuck now. Hop in your whip, come pick me the fuck up right now. Okay. Genuinely. Like, you thought that was dramatic? You think that I'm being dramatic. No. This was genuine. Like, I'm like, oh, like, I'm thinking about it right now, just like, ooh, it's such a deep thing. Anxiety is just, oh my God. Like, the amount of anxiety I have, I feel like I'm on the maximum end. Whenever I hear someone say, oh, I have anxiety, like, my first thought is like, they probably have like teensy bit of anxiety. Like, they have to prove to me that they have experienced a little bit of what I've experienced. It's just like no one has it as bad as me. That's it for 7th grade. I'm done talking about that. Thank you very much. Like, I'm genuinely like, I could cry right now. The emotions are like, whoa, what just came over me? My eyes are welling up right now. The emotions are coming back. I feel so sorry for myself. Like, I feel so bad for her. Oh my God, this took a turn. Am I crying? Oh, wow. I'm really crying right now. I feel so bad for her. She went through so much. Are y'all seeing this right now? I have to let this out. I mean, yeah, it's that deep. It's that deep. I didn't want to cry right just then. I literally just came over me. It's still here. Something that hits me with immediate sadness is thinking about myself hugging my younger self. Think about that. Think of you now being in the same room as your younger self, like, doesn't even matter what age. Me a year ago, me hugging her, imagining myself hugging my 8-year-old self. It's here again. It's here again. This is what happens. This is what happens. Okay? Ooh. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I'm sick. Oh my god. And I'm gonna cry again. I ended the last clip with me crying. Of course. What is happening? Why am I actually welling up right now? What the hell? I just sat down to film to continue this episode. It's like so many days have passed. Genuinely, why am I welling up right now? Oh my god. Okay, let's talk about something else. Life-altering moments. These are actually the glasses I wore the last time I saw Billie Eilish, which is what we are going to be talking about. Oh my god. I could genuinely film a whole episode talking about her and how she changed my life. But honestly, I'm delusional, and I think that one day I will meet her and like maybe become friends. So like, I don't know, it'd just be kind of weird. Oh, you're friends with this person, and then they have a whole YouTube video podcast just talking about you, and you're not in it. Like, it's just, I'm really delusional. But yeah, that's why we're just gonna add it in this video. Anxiety and life-altering moments, which with the anxiety that had many life-altering moments, but this one is a more separate life-altering moment. 2022. This was when my life was starting to pick back up, I think. I mean, and I am so serious about this, like, life-altering, okay? Life-changing. I went to a Billie Eilish concert in 2022. That day, that night, my eyes opened to the rest of the world. So I was in the car with my dad one day, when we used to like go over there every other weekend, divorced parents. I was in the car with my dad, just me and him, and we were like going to get food or something. My sister was back home. Olivia Rodrigo, one of her songs was on in the car, and my dad was like, "Hey, did you hear that she's coming to Utah? Like, she's gonna be here." He like asked me like, "Oh, would you want to go?" And I was like, I don't know. But did you know that Billie Eilish was coming? I did not know Billie Eilish back then. I don't know what came over me. I don't know why I said that. I probably knew, like, going into that concert, I knew maybe 2 songs. Bad Guy, Ocean Eyes. Maybe 3. Lovely. Like, that's it. Genuine and Happier Than Ever, like, a little bit. Like, her most popular songs. And Copycat, probably. Probably a little bit more. I didn't know the lyrics to all of a single song. And so that's just what's so crazy to me, because why did I bring up Billie Eilish, and how did I know that she was coming to Utah? How did I know? Because it was a life-changing moment, life-altering. My eyes were closed my whole life before that night. Genuinely. And I mean that in such a serious way. I don't know, like, I wasn't following Billie Eilish on Instagram. I genuinely wish I could go back to that day or just that time so that I could remember, like, why I brought it up and, like, how I knew of Billie Eilish, you know? Somehow, some way, brought up that Billie Eilish was coming to Utah. My dad was like, oh, would you want to go? And, like, I did know of Olivia Rodrigo. I knew more of her songs back then than Billie Eilish. So that's also, like, the crazy part. We could have gone to Olivia. Something, it wasn't me. I swear to God, it was my future self. My future self traveled back in time, changed. I don't know. I don't know. Like, what? I don't know. It was like something else. It was the universe. They said, no, you're gonna go to Billie Eilish and your life is gonna change forever. Had I gone to Olivia Rodrigo, my life probably would have still changed forever because music was the half of it, honestly. I'd like to say that that was my first real concert. I think I went to like two kind of concerts before that, but my first real concert, Billie Eilish, that's such a huge flex, and I am so grateful. So yeah, fast forward, March 21st, 2022. That was the day my life changed forever. Of course, I was filled with much, much anxiety back then. So honestly, it was a new thing. Okay, going to a concert. I only went to like two before that, right? My first real concert. I was nervous. I was nervous to go to a concert. Why? No, it was just a new thing. That's why I was nervous. Whatever. So honestly, that whole day, I was like, I don't want to go. Like, I don't want to go. Scared. Scared. Anxiety. Anxiety. Also, I was doing online school that year, so like I was never leaving the house. So like any outing was like fucking, you know, it's a training. You got to get used to things, and I did. I did get used to concerts real fast. March 21st, 2022. That night, I just didn't know myself before then. It opened my eyes to so much. And was that Billie Eilish herself? Or was it just the whole concert experience? Or was it just music in general? It was probably all three. No, it was Billie. It was Billie. Oh, baby. I still remember her popping out of the little square with their cute little buns. And then I had a phase after that. I became obsessed with her, obviously, after that day. And the obsession lasted a couple years. I mean, it's 2026 now, and I feel like I'm just now, like, setting it down, you know? She's just a person. Yes, she's Billie Eilish, and she changed my life, but she's still a person. And, you know, like, we could be friends one day, because I'm very delusional. But also, like, I put her on a pedestal, and now I'm like, we're equal. We're literally equal. Yes, she's a millionaire, but we're still equal. We're still humans. The day after the concert, listened to all of her music. I learned all of her songs, all of the lyrics, learned it in one day. I wore my sweater that we got there for like probably a month straight. I watched her documentary. I watched all of her interviews, everything. I watched everything, right? Obsession. Yeah, I did my hair in little buns. I got silver jewelry. I was jeweled out. Got a guitar. I started learning her songs on it. Anyway, obsession. But the other half of it changed me. I don't know how else to say it. Like, it just opened my eyes to the world. It opened my eyes to music, first and foremost, which is such a huge thing, such a huge part of my life now, and it's such a powerful thing. I feel like I was so closed off back then, and yes, I still was after that, but I think that started the opening. she really cracked the door open, and took me a minute to open that door fully. I still feel like I might not be fully out of the room that I was in or am in. I'm like 1 foot's out. I'm like 3/4 with the other foot. We're almost out. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, again, I don't want to get too deep because I'm delusional. Billie Eilish, my future friend, my future close friend, might watch this. So I'm not obsessed with you anymore. But I still love you. And right now, in this moment, you don't know who I am, and that's okay. You will one day, and I am not parasocial. At least not anymore. Anything else we want to cover today? Some things that have helped with my anxiety. Okay, let's just go quickly with this. Let's do a little speed run. Some things that have helped me with my anxiety, in case other people are watching who have anxiety as deep as mine, or not as deep. Whatever. If you have just a little bit of anxiety, then you can take some of this with what you will, if you like to, if you would like to. First and foremost, thinking of every soul as their own while living on the same earth. That's what I wrote down. Doesn't really make sense right now. I think what I was trying to say is just thinking about how everyone is a human being and it's their first time on this earth as well. No one has experienced a whole life before. So if you are overthinking something, or you're just very aware of other people around you, oh, I feel like someone's watching me, judging me, oh, I just care so much about what other people think, why? Because they are living for the first time too. Think of everyone as their own being, but also we all have something in common, and that something in common is that it's all of our first times on this earth. We are all living together for the first time. We don't know what tomorrow is going to look like. We don't know what the next hour is going to look like. No one has it figured out. Hopefully that makes sense. Oh, medication also. Medication. If you are thinking that you might need medication, yeah, you probably do. And if you're scared about getting on medication, you can try it. If it doesn't work, you can try something else. Or if you don't like it, you can get off of it. Just try it. Why not? If you think you would benefit from it, just try it. That was a life-altering moment for me. Yeah, talking out loud helps me so much. That's why I love vlogging, but also talking to people IRL. That helps too. Nature walks. Get out in nature. That also helps put things into perspective. We're all just living on this earth. Working out, exercising, walking, doing more creative things, writing, drawing, just putting a pen to a paper. I've been off of social media for a couple days now. I've really been expressing my creative side instead of scrolling, and I've been really enjoying it, and it's been making me feel so much more grounded. Now, therapy. Have I gone to therapy? Yes. Did I like it? No. It was, wait, I went to therapy for maybe a couple months or so, every week. My freshman year. It was just really hard for me to open up about things that I actually wanted to talk about, bring things up. I think had I actually brought things up, I would have liked it more. And I think the main reason why I didn't like it is because why I stopped was because I thought, and kind of still do think, that I could be a therapist. Do therapists need a therapist? No. No one needs therapy. But it can be helpful. I was just thinking, I know all of my problems, and I know all of the solutions. I know what I could do to help. with what I'm going through. It was just a matter of actually doing it. And that was my job. A therapist can't do that for me. So that's why I didn't really like therapy, but also I just really understand myself and understand things in that way. So I'm not like opposed to therapy. It was kind of like pointless. And I think that's why I wasn't opening up about things also, because I knew what she would say basically. Like, I know what I have to do. It's just a matter of actually doing it. I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk more later. 18 and experiencing anxiety and life-altering moments.